Good morning, everybody. It's no longer Sunday in California, so this is kind of like a lazy shot Sunday. But I wanted to record one yesterday, and I was just way too tired when I got home. So we're gonna record one now. We're just gonna kick this one off the right way. Kick off this International Women's Month, second edition, with a shot to one of my favorite women. Let's go, Aedan's mom. All right, nice. We got that one out of the way. I'm trying something a little new this shot Sunday, which I kind of said I've been doing, want to be doing for a while, and it's only just now coming into fruition because I figured out how to do it. This episode should be going up on Spotify, so now you can listen to me in your car without having to have Snapchat open the whole time and having to, and then I'm thinking a point is, so we're gonna demo this week, right? And we're gonna see how it goes. Could be good, could be the taking off point, right? God damn, my face got a little chubby. Anyways, could be the taking off point. Could be the end of Shot Sunday as we know it. Probably not. I got Flappy Boy back, by the way. I just got back from Patrick's. Flappy Boy is back and clean and washed, and he's happy, So, anyways, let me know how you're feeling about Shot Sunday moving to like a more official podcast station. Am I trying to say platform instead of just being a very long Snapchat story? So you're probably going to be super glad when you see this on the Shot Sunday story, and this is the only one that pops up. Anyways, let's talk a little bit about my week, because you haven't heard from me in a month, so I'll update you on what happens this month. I don't want to talk about Maddie, so we're not going to talk about that. TLDR, it did not end up with me. End up well for me. So it turns out girls who don't like me are not my type. Girls, fuck me, talk. Turns out even girls who do like me do not happen to like me that much. That's whatever. I haven't seen too many movies recently. I've been kind of slacking on movies because the last time I saw a movie, I don't know if I can watch that movie anymore. But we'll get to it. We'll talk about that in the movie section later. I will not be your next relief cord. I know we were all looking forward to all my great executive orders, like executing Chuck Nasty live at Arrowhead Stadium and legalizing sex in the Grand Floridian smoking area again, but that will have to wait for the next go around of cords, which I will not be applying for, so you better hope that's in someone else's regime. It sucks, and I think they made the wrong choice, but the fuck am I gonna do about it? I'm not business minded enough, What else do I have to talk about? What else do I have to talk about that's Noah related recently? I've been to a bunch of baseball games, but we all know you're gonna get into the baseball section. Don't worry. I know how much you've missed that. You've all missed baseball, about as much as I have. So we're gonna get into that in our famous sports section that everybody loves. I feel like I'm just trying to pad this out, so this is more like 20 minutes than it is my normal like 10-15 minute tirade. But yeah, I don't think too much else has happened in the last month. I train launches now. It's fun. That's just an excuse for them to schedule me even more training. I think This week I'm off one day of training, and then I jump into another set of training. It's fucking never ending. I should just drop it, but I think I like it too much to drop it, even as like a retaliation for not getting a relief cord. Oh, I ran the board for like 3 hours with Ashley the other night. That was actually kind of fun. I was cooking for like an hour and a half, and then I put Christian and Havana on a cruiser together when I needed ferry breakers, and I was like, oh, I gotta start shuffling people around. There's something that's like bugging me about the way the camera's set up. Okay, maybe I'll just lean way the fuck back. Who cares? This is what it's like to be like Josh Southard doing one of his like Facebook stories. That's kind of what I feel. Shout out Big Josh. What else do I have? What else do I have to say? I think that's about it on my life. Nothing interesting happens that is good to me. So, we'll throw out a shot. This one's gonna go out to who else? Aedan's mom. God, I love her. I could just get some more. We'll go ahead and just talk about that movie right now. Ironically, it was Love Hurts, and it's kind of unfortunate title, but I thought it's kind of like everything I look for in like a movie I think highly of. It's like, it's short, it's sweet, the action was cool, it's funny, it doesn't waste my time. That's probably my number one thing when I'm looking at a movie, and I'm like kind of on the fence of whether I like it or not, and that's usually my deciding factor is like, was this a waste of my time? Like Eternals, waste of my time. Fuck that movie. I fell asleep like halfway through. And believe it or not, Eternals is still not the worst Marvel movie I've ever seen. Because The Marvels is still a movie I got like 35 minutes into and turned off because I was so fucking bored. Yeah, Love Hurts. Got Ki Hae Kwan. I think I said that wrong, but he was in Indiana Jones as a kid, and he's kind of made like a comeback. He was in Everything Everywhere All at Once. He's been in a lot of like, he's kind of like rejumped his Hollywood acting career, and he's fucking great. I love him. I will definitely be looking forward to his next movie. Marshawn Lynch was in this movie, and he is. I like did a double take when I like looked up the actors for this. Sorry, I got distracted by something. But Marshawn Lynch is in this movie, and he is very fucking funny. Him and his buddy were probably my two favorite characters. Like, I did a double take at first when I saw him in like the credits, but he was by far. I'd definitely see like the next Marshawn Lynch movie too, if there is a next Marshawn Lynch movie. Sorry, I'm getting mega distracted. This is crazy debut episode. But yeah, definitely recommend seeing Love Hurts. It's got everything you want. Everything you want in it. Everything you could possibly want in a movie, and it's like less than an hour and a half. So that's gonna be a 4.5 out of 5. And with that, I think it's time for another shot. This one's going out to... That's right, Aedan's mom. I feel like a fucking lunatic sitting here talking to myself. This is what it's like to run like a solo podcast, right? It's usually all these... I guess we can talk about that for a little bit, because I have another thing I'm going to talk about before I get into like something I kind of just had on my mind. And and baseball, obviously. What the fuck was I gonna talk about? Oh my god. I completely fucking lost it. I completely fucking lost it. Well, never mind then. We're just gonna skip that. It's gonna come back to me. What was I talking? I said, do people just run like a solo podcast? Like, is this what it's like? It's just a guy fucking talking to a camera? I'm like, what am I supposed to be looking at? Do I just look into the camera? Do you stare? Do you like look me in the eye when I'm talking on Shot Sunday, or do you just kind of listen to it in the background? I guess that's one of the disadvantages to this Spotify format is I can't be like interactive with you anymore, right? Unless I just wanted to post like a like relevant like question or poll or something on the story after. Like, why? I can't really interact with you on this. So unless this is like a viewer mail thing, which I guess just text me or some shit after this episode if you have some suggestions to make the Spotify format better. Anyways, I was just thinking about this yesterday, and this was prompted. I was on a boat with Eliza, right? And she asked me how, if you could change one ride's like theming, right? Like just the theming and nothing else about the ride. Like it's the same skeleton of the ride, like just got updated today. So like turning Splash Mountain into Tiana's, where Tiana's is like super like new and all the animatronics and stuff around it is new, but it's still like the Splash Mountain like skeleton, right? Where it's a water ride, like Splash Mountain, Tiana's are the exact same ride. It's just a new coat of paint, right? And I was thinking about it, and I eventually went with a Kingdom Hearts theme for Big Thunder. And I do love Big Thunder as it is. I was thinking about changing it to Space Mountain, but if updating Space Mountain slightly made it less rickety and less fearful for getting decapitated, I don't think I'd like Space Mountain so much. Right? So I chose Big Thunder because I think if you were able to like multi-theme, like you go through like Mount Olympus, because Hercules plays a big part in Kingdom Hearts. He's in every single game. Hercules is in every single game. You know, you could go to Atlantis, and even though the Atlantis levels in Kingdom Hearts aren't very good in any game, you know, it could be kind of cool. It could be a cool, like, multi-adventure thing, or it could be, like, a little, like, world that never was. Like, oh, that'd be cool. And then you jump from... And then that got me thinking. And if you've talked to me about parks before, you know, the one thing I want them to, like, add is like something Kingdom Hearts related, like anything. Let's be like, you want to drag these fucking like weirdo, like super niche Disney fans out into the parks, Kingdom Hearts land is gonna fucking do it, right? Or something Kingdom Hearts that isn't like 3 pins, one of which you can't even get anymore, which I'm still kind of fucking mad about. You want to draw these people in, right? So let's walk with me a little bit. And this is kind of also stemming into this new like villain expansion of Magic Kingdom, which I think these resources would be better put into like a full new park, which I'll get to, I'll get to. I know they had trouble, at least a little bit of trouble, even getting like the Rivers of Liberty cleared to be turned into fucking Lightning McQueen land. But if you were going to put these resources into a Magic Kingdom expansion, knowing that like this new Universal Park is coming out, like it opens in 2 months, which is crazy to think about. Like, wouldn't you want to kind of greenlight your own like new park, right? You're not going to get it open in anywhere near in time to actually compete with Epic, but let's just say, like, as a baseline, Epic Universe is going to be as cool as we all fucking think it is going to be, which may be a great time to come to Disney, right? um Locals are going to flood the new Universal Park because it's a brand new thing, right? And I think, and even though at its core, I think Disney World and Universal have two different user bases, because Universal actually has like real thrill rides, right? Which that appeals more to me. And Disney has always been like a more like family oriented, like you have to have stuff for little kids to do, which Universal has too, but Disney has way more stuff for little kids to do that's actually going to keep them occupied throughout the day. Okay, it's like City Walk is also as cool, if not cooler, than Disney Springs, but City Walk does not appeal to a little kid, I don't think, right? Disney Springs doesn't really either, but I digress. So I think now is as good a time ever to like, let's greenlight like a fifth park, right? So go ahead, like walk with me here, right? Let's greenlight fifth Disney park. More like teenager oriented, right? We're gonna follow the kind of curve we build here, right? So how many like kids just like completely lose interest? I feel like you either love Disney as much that you become like a Disney adult, or you kind of drop off that curve, right? And then Disney's kind of lost to you, right? Maybe you come back as an adult and you're like, oh, I liked this one, I was right, and you're not invested anymore, right? It's just oh, I could do it, so I did it. Let's build that ramp, right? Let's build this ramp for you to be Disney adults on, right? You're gonna a whole new generation of Disney adults, right? Teenager theme park, or like teenager young adult themed park. Alcohol, fucking obviously, but not to the teenage not to the teenagers. But you have I have two bases. Like little like hub of the world, right? This is like the fifth park version of the Hollywood Theater, or like Cinderella's Castle, or like the World Showcase, like this hub, right? And you do our own version of an Avengers campus, right? Or like the Baxter building, like Fantastic Four Baxter building, which I think that's a little more niche than people would want to do, but a giant Fantastic Four building would be fucking cool. Or you dip into that Kingdom Hearts, right? You can have Traverse Town, or Twilight Town, or The World That Never Was, if you really want to get kind of like, ooh, this is kind of like a dark theme. Ooh, because if you know The World That Never Was, like a super like futuristic looking city, everything's just dark all the time. It looks super cool. And I think it'd be cool to walk through a version of that. Because one of the appeals to the parks to me is just like walking through it and like finding nooks and crannies. But anyways, all right, and since Sora fights all these villains in Kingdom Hearts, you can still have it like naturally appeal to these kind of fans, right? Like, oh, here he's fighting Ursula, right? And you can theme and I know this is never going to work because people aren't that into, like, Kingdom Hearts is not that ubiquitous, right? It has a big fan base, but it's not like, oh, little Timmy's gonna recognize Sora and Riku and Donald in his stupid wizard hat, right? We are looking at, like, if you don't know, Kingdom Hearts, random anime guy goes on a journey with Mickey, Goofy, and Donald, and they fight Disney villains, right? They fight Ursula, they fight Mother Gothel, and the monster from Frozen, who I'm not even sure he's really a bad guy, right? But like all your classic big bad, Hades, Maleficent's like the like secondary main villain, and fucking Pete. Like who cares about Pete? But you can have all these people involved, right? And intrinsically, I feel like it's really a niche market. It's a very niche market, but you have this base world, right? And this branches out. Oh, here's him fighting Maleficent, and here's him fighting Ursula, and here's him fighting Hades, right? and fucking Randall from Monsters Inc. or whoever you go through, right? And you have roller coasters. Roller coasters, please. And you can have like a different gimmick for every roller coaster, right? Like one could be a standing coaster, one could do a million loop-de-loops, right? Just so you're not doing the same ride with a different coat of paint, right? And I think you could really, oh my god, Twilight Town Resort, or like a Traverse Town Resort, right? And now you can start dipping into these rich worlds with resorts, or like an Avengers themed resort, right? Maybe Sora needs the Avengers, maybe Sora wants to team up with Spider-Man and Black Panther and fucking Captain America, Iron Man, everybody. You can make these new things happen on the heels of Kingdom Hearts 4, whenever the fuck that's gonna come out. And I think that prints money. But I've been talking about this for fucking like 6 minutes now. It's time for another shot o'clock. Aedan, can't you see? You're just not the guy for me. I know it might be wrong, but I'm taking a shot for Aedan's mom. I've been sitting on this idea for like a week now, so I hope you appreciate this bit. Anyways, you knew it was gonna happen. It's time to talk baseball. It's time to talk ball. The spring breakout game was today, and goddamn, like I'm sitting there like future fucking Squidward. The Tigers prospects look fucking good. Oh my god. Like Max Clark and Kevin McGonigal and Tyrone Lorenzo have all been playing in like our regular spring training games too. And it's just super exciting to see like a farm actually look good, you know, because you look at Birdland, you look at the Orioles, they're fucking exciting. They got all their big boys coming up, and all their big boys are here in the league already, right? And now they're getting playing time. So we're gonna see truly how far, I think this year, how far can this team go with their ownership not spending money on pitching? I've got 1-2 in the ALDS going home. Or 1-3 losing game 4 by 3 runs in the ALDS. But anyways, the Detroit Tigers. People say, Noah, how do you feel about Gleyber Torres? I fucking like Gleyber Torres so far. He's been very impressive this spring, and spring means nothing, right? Like, Paul Skeens says an ERA triple probably what it's going to be in the regular season, because that guy's too fucking good to have. Like, you look at these sample sizes. Some people are like have crazy good sample sizes, or like showings. People have crazy bad showings. So like spring's like the ultimate like mean nothing baseball, where you can truly build narratives in a narrative building sport, right? I feel like that has a whole lot of fucking nothing out of my mouth. Tigers good. I'm feeling good about this season. I think the Cleveland Guardians are fucking frauds. I think they're going to get exposed. Royce Lewis just pulled his hamstring running to first base today. Who could have fucking saw it coming? Not me. I could not have seen Royce Lewis getting injured before the season even starts. Byron Buxton's probably going to get injured in sympathy because he has like him, Carlos Correa, and Royce Lewis all have like a telepathic link where they all need to get hurt within a similar time period, right? So let's just wait for that Byron Buxton, Carlos Correa injured list, because you can never have all 3 of them at the same time. Kansas City actually is a good I think Kansas City is a good team. They just need everyone after Vinny Pasquantino in the lineup to actually contribute to the game. Because right now it's like the Jonathan India trade made me jealous because I wanted Jonathan India. Like we ended up signing Gleyber anyways, and that fulfills like the same role. But I wanted Jonathan India. I'm the #1 Jonathan India fan of any non-Reds fan, and I guess any non-Royals fan now. I love Jonathan India. but him in front of Bobby Witt could be kind of dangerous. That could be very dangerous. And him in front of Vinny Pasquantino could be dangerous. I don't think Salvador Perez is going to put up a crazy year like he did last year. I think he's going to start to dip, but never let me count Salvi out. So we'll see what the Royals are actually up to. They're counting on like Michael Garcia and MJ Melendez, and they're hoping Jack Caglianone is ready to get up this year because he's been kind of crazy during spring, but I don't know if he's going to be ready to play this year. Do I have anything else to say? Well, LOL, White Sox. No one fucking cares about them. Yeah, that's all I got to talk about baseball. Season starts on Tuesday? Is today Tuesday? No, today's not Tuesday. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Season starts on the 18th. Cubs and Dodgers playing the Japan series. We'll see how that goes. I'm sure I'll have plenty to say about it next week. Anyways, I got one last shot to give out. Can you guess? That's right. Aedan's mom. I think I'm gonna call it for this shot Sunday. I think this is my longest one. Maybe not fully unintentionally, but I did try to make this one longer since I figured if I'm gonna go to Spotify anyways, I might as well try like a longer podcast. But if you're not vibing with the regular one, I'm sure I could just go back to like 15-minute episode, and I'll still upload. Actually, I guess text me if you think. I say text. No one on their fucking podcast says text me. But, send me a message, hit me up if you think Shot Sunday Classic should also go on Spotify or if that should be a Snapchat only thing. So, before we go, this one's going out to the GOAT of all women, just like we did last week, right? Last week it was Caitlin Clark. This week, Aedan's mom. Splash. Because it goes in.